round of applause for the piper. Well, can I introduce myself? I'm Tony Cameron of the Drumardoch Estate. I'd like to extend a warm welcome to you all coming this far up the system. This is a great little ceremony, and thanks to Alison and Jonathan for organising it. You're all up in the wilds this year. Previously, this ceremony had been held in the nice lowlands of the Cart. So you're really up into wild territory here. You're in Rob Roy territory. And it's amazing when we meet people here, some local and some visitors, they say, oh, is there anything interesting in the loch? And when you tell them that there's salmon, they are quite incredulous. They don't believe it. But to get up here, the salmon from the centre of Stirling have travelled some 26 odd miles, which is quite a journey for them. And it changes dramatically at Calendar, as most of you will know, from the teeth into the wild Highland River, you know, with the pools and the lochs, which is different. And it's great that we have this sort of system within the Forth catchment area. And of course the River Forth Board covers one of the most extensive areas of any fishing board in Scotland. Sadly, the fishing hasn't been as good as it used to be. When Calderwood wrote his review of the salmon rivers of Scotland in the 1940s, the Leny was singled out as being one of the really good spring rivers in Scotland. The average weight of the fish at that time was over 16 pounds. Sadly, we don't have that today, but hopefully with all the work that the board and the trust are doing for the longer term, things will improve. So I hand over to Alison to say a few words, and then after we have our little ceremony here, then the refreshments will be served, I think.
So this morning on the Tweed at 10 o'clock, when they opened the Tweed fishing, which opens on the same day as today, Marie Goujon has made an announcement, which is the publication of the Wild Salmon Implementation Plan, which is to go alongside the Wild Salmon Strategy document, which was announced at this time last year. As Tony said, you know, salmon are in decline, and we need to do as much as we possibly can to support this fantastic species and the other species within our systems and the Forth. The plan that's been announced today is a wide-ranging plan. It has the buy-in from not just the District Salmon Fishery Boards, but all sorts of other organisations as well, including agriculture, forestry, and the other agencies, as well as some more business-minded commercial interests such as agriculture. And the purpose of this implementation plan is to bring together everybody who has an impact on our salmon populations, and therefore all the people who can make changes and help us to reverse the decline of salmon in Scotland. So it's a fantastic opportunity to think about what role we can all play in supporting that process. So as part of that, it is a 5-year implementation plan that's been put together. It's very wide-ranging. It's got some physical improvements, such as those that we hope SEEF is going to do for weirs, but it's also got a wider conversation about funding, how to support District Salmon Fishery Boards and Fisheries Trusts to have a structure within them that allows them to develop and to deliver the improvements that we want on the ground. So that's good news for us today, and I'm hoping that we'll work with all the partners and people who come here today to help us in the Forth deliver that aspiration, and also to set it in the terms of the 2040 vision that the Forth District Salmon Fishery Board is developing at the moment, which is the framework as to how these things can be delivered on the Forth. So it's great to have everyone today. Let's hope that we have a really good season. Let's hope that we see these fantastic fish as we're working. And I really would like to say on behalf of the board, thanks to everybody who's come today. You've all been part of the last few years of work that's been done, and particularly to all the staff members from the trust and the board that have come out today. So best of luck to all the anglers who are going to fish through the season today, and let's bless our fantastic river teeth.